Welcome back, everyone. My name's Crane Bramp, your old Brainiacs, and today we're taking a look at one of my favorite small indie survival games, Judgment. Suncrash, the developer, is still releasing updates for this game 5 years later, and they just released a brand new free DLC. So get your holy water and load up that shotgun, because we're hunting demons in Judgment's new DLC, Outposts. So let's jump right into a new game. So there are two modes. I'm not going to read the pop-up. Feel free to if you'd like to. There is standard mode and desert survival. Desert survival is way too brutal for us to try on just a 3-episode mini play. So let's do standard mode. We're going to uncheck play the intro battle. It really is kind of tedious, guys. If you do play the game, I would suggest just learning about combat as you go on. Outpost DLC, we're going to do that. I have not played it yet. There are some other options such as scouting, sandbox, Halloween content. Talk about scouting and all that other stuff later. There is a difficulty system, of course. We're going to choose challenging, which is just the mid-level difficulty. There's map seeds that you can do, so if you find a map or a setup that you like, you can replicate it. You can just hit the randomize seed to randomize it, or you can enter something manually. Note that it only takes numbers if you're going to put in a map seed. That's unfortunate. I'm going to keep show tutorials unchecked. It's just a bunch of pop-ups, which we're going to talk about anyway. It's just going to slow us down. And finally, you need to select your 3 survivors that you're going to start with. These guys have attributes. You can roll randomly. There is no point system, although there is a customization system. You can even use your own portrait if you wish to do so. But there is no penalty for re-rolling. You can re-roll as many times as you want. There just is no point system. You can have from 1 to 4 attributes. Of course, there are optimum mixes, so I'm going to work on this, and I will be right back. There we go, and that took way longer than I want to admit. Although I do understand the straight randomness, rolling around to find 3 people with 4 attributes each that are all different and useful really does become an exercise. Regardless, we have a full female party on this, and now would be a good time to mention that if you are a Patreon or YouTube membership subscriber, we keep a pool of names, and on games that allow parties such as this, you might get chosen as a character. In this case, thanks to Gamer Drew, Glitch, and Tigrum, 3 of my longer subscribers. I really appreciate you guys. Let's take a look and see what they have. So we have a Crusader for Gamer Drew. That's occult research speed plus 75%, max health. I'm not going to read everything. You can pause it if you want to read. He is slow, he is healthy, and he's also an alien abductee, which means that he can equip rare occult weapons, and he can also do that as a Crusader. Glitch is our weirdo. As normal, he is a naturalist, so farm speed plus 75%. Hugely important character right there. Can equip rare nature armor. He has an entangle AoE ability that looks pretty cool. Haven't ever used it. He's anemic though. He's a weirdo, but that means that he can equip rare occult weapons, and he is hardworking. Good old Glitch, man. Welcome into the game. Tigrum is a holy warrior. He does plus 30% armor with holy weapons. Doesn't do dark weapons at all. Can equip rare holy and rare occult. He's short-sighted. He is a bodybuilder and a brute. He's just our big warrior dude. Just standing up there like, I got the gap, man. I'm gonna do it. Yeah, there we go. All right, so let's jump right in and get started and talk about how this works out.
It was one of your monthly camping trips, escaping the daily routine, drinking beers and telling jokes. All of a sudden, 2 terrified hunters come running out of the dock, screaming at you to hide. You hear loud growling noises from the woods behind them. Out of the trees appears the creature, a beast like nothing you've ever seen before, straight out of a horror tale. It catches up with the hunters, and they turn to fight.
And this is normally where the intro combat would be.
The strange creatures lie dead. What were those things? They look like demons straight out of a horror film. But it's not over. You hear more growling sounds from the dark woods. More of the menacing creatures come swarming into the clearing. The hunters are surrounded and yell at you to run. You waste no time and do as they say. You climb a small hill that affords a clear view of the nearby town. It is already burning. You can hear the sound of growling and panicked screams carried across the wind. The creatures are everywhere. Going back is not an option. You decide to move away from the town, deeper into the woods. You find a remote clearing where you decide to regroup and try to figure out what just happened.
Say, man, F in the chat for the hunters. We are a cold group of people. Those dudes told us to get out of there, and we said, you know what? F it. You're right. We're gone, dude. All right, so this is our primary screen. We're going to pause here for a minute and talk about everything. Shelter, you need a rest right now as your fight from those things have left you bruised and exhausted. You seem to be safe for now, but you can still hear the occasional explosions from the town you left behind. You're happy, in a terrified sort of way, to have survived the attack. Build a log cabin, a well, and a food table, and a bed. So I'm not going to read the entire thing. These are actually pretty long. We're going to go on and pause this. This is a real-time game, so let's take a look at our screen really quick. Of course, up here we have our time. You can increase your speed just as you can with any, normally colony builders. Here's your mission that you're up to. This is your base inventory. These are your tasks that you can create. This is colony management, which does a whole bunch of stuff that we'll talk about. This is build mode. These are your research trees right here. You have crafting for when you make a crafting bench. And finally, you have your world view where there are events on the world screen. Up here in the upper right, you have some of your most common resources. There's food, there's water. If your colonists don't drink, they die. If they don't eat, they die. There's scraps, which is used for just a whole bunch of stuff. There's research points for science and research points for occult, which are two different things done on two different tables. All right, so let's scroll out just a little bit to our main map and take a look at this. This is your mini map. Down here is your awareness meter. Basically, the demons that have invaded the world are out searching for human survivors. They send out scouts. This little meter right here is just how aware they are of you. You can't kill the scouts or anything like that. The amount that you get per day depends on how much of an impact you're making on the world. That depends how much you're mining, how many colonists you have, how many buildings you have, and so on and so forth. And then we have down here our individual character sheets. You can select armor, you can select weapons, and you can also select an equipment. There are skills that you have that you'll take up as you level up, where you have pluses. These are bonuses that you get. And finally, you have, sorry about that, your priority section. Now, anything with a green arrow on it is a preferred. It'll help their mood if you put them up there doing it. So we want Glitch tending the farms. We'll have him searching and chopping wood and gathering water. We'll build him for that. Scientific research can all go in the back right now. We'll just move all this stuff up here, and we'll go on and move training up here, and we don't need any patrol right now. All right, so for Tigrum, again, up arrow stuff is stuff that he likes to do. None of it's worth a crud, unfortunately. So we'll go on and put your build up here. And, wow, I really don't know. Search. Let's put this next. We'll put patrol all the way in front. And maybe train right here. You're primarily our fighter, Tigrum, so there's just going to be, like, all kinds of stuff that you're not going to be able to do right now. So let's put that back there. We'll move build up here. Actually, let's go on and get everybody on build first. And then we're going to want to do research for Gamer Drew after that. Don't need any of the other researches yet. We'll put him up here on farming since he's straight across. And yeah, that ought to do it for right now. And let's unpause this and jump right in. Early game, it's best to sit close to your quest. For example, our log cabin, a well, a food table, and a bed. If we don't get food and water started early enough, you will simply starve. So you do start out with a little bit of stuff. You have 16 wood, you have 18 stone, but we are still going to need to collect some stuff. Let's go on and get our log cabin down, rotate that out. I think right here would be a good choice. Yeah, right there. And then we are also going to need a well. We'll put that there. And then we need to wait for that to get finished. And we'll do our bed and stuff. Let's go on and also do some tasks while we're at it. There is a tendency to gather, to like just set to search and gather a whole bunch of stuff during the start of the game. I wouldn't really suggest that. So we're going to do a little bit of wood and a little bit of stone, which is what we're going to need starting off to make sure that we have everything. So now that that's done, we're going to go on and pause that. We're going to throw down a bed. By the way, you can fill these slots up inside these as full as you want them. The colonists can move in between them and move around, so you don't have to worry about like intentionally leaving space for them to move around. So our next thing is build an experiment table and research farming. Questions abound in regard to the demons. Some in the group are certain that they will soon possess your souls. Others think that they could somehow meet and converse with the demon to learn what they want. Gotta be glitched. Just telling you, gotta be glitched. So build an experiment table and research farming. So an experiment table is basically your research table in this game. So we're going to go on and throw one of those down. You can rotate these benches and stuff, but a lot of them look the same either way, and it really doesn't matter the direction too much. Let's move our priorities around. I noticed Glitch and Tigrum are both doing wood. I need one of them doing stone and one of them doing wood. So unfortunately, Tigrum is slow on just about everything, but what we can do is rearrange this a little bit so that he can help out with some of the other basic tasks. Gamer Drew also needs his research down just a little bit. I understand that we have research to do, but let's put patrol over there. I think 2 people working on water is going to be enough. Let's make sure you're doing wood and stone, everything looks good. Okay, so just readjusted some priorities to get everything moving. We do need stone to get our farm. Once that is done, we have our 5 research points. Farming is 5, so we're going to go on and click on that. Food source, build 2 vegetable farms. I know that it says 2, but from experience, I would suggest like 3 as soon as you can get them. So we need a lot more wood and a lot more stone for 3. But anyway, we have got to get on food production like absolutely top priority, quick as we can. All right, next thing is to craft 3 clubs. There are no hysterics and whimperings in your group. Just a clear understanding that survival now depends upon your ability to perform the same basic Stone Age tasks that your ancestors mastered thousands of years ago, and which we're now shit at, by the way. Your group will need to both hunt and defend yourselves, so craft some sturdy wooden clubs. I don't know what we're going to be hunting with clubs in particular, but you know, whatever, man. So we are going to need, it is a workbench, so we're going to need just a little bit more wood. Glitch is working on that now. Damn, I see you, Glitch. Work that frickin' wood out. All right, so we're kind of set up. Let's go on and let that get built. That's going to take a minute to get built and let everybody do their thing. And yeah, we'll be back in a minute. All right, our crafting table is built. I would also suggest a very liberal use of pause in this game, early game, and an awareness that the increased time actually goes pretty freaking fast. I usually don't go any higher than ×4, and then I immediately pause as soon as I'm done with the task. So we need to do our 3 clubs. So we're going to speed that up and let that get done. And yeah, we'll be right back with you. Do we have enough for a farm yet? We do not. We still need 6 wood. That's fine. Glitch is over there working on it now. In fact, wood's something that we're always going to need. So let's go on and just mark that and make sure that we can have enough. Just need 2 more, and there it is. Let's go on and throw down our 3rd vegetable farm. Oh, I feel better. Okay, let's let this run for a minute. Let the farm get built, and our clubs get done, and yeah. All right, I don't see anybody crafting, so let's take a look really quick. Yeah, so let's move. I mean, Glitch basically does everything at a good rate. Crafting is fairly quick, so is building. But Gamer Drew's been doing most of the building. I'll tell you what, let's move building. I don't know, that's a good question. Maybe after crafting? Because crafting shouldn't take too long. All right, let's let that run and get our... There's 1, 2... and 3 clubs. That triggers the next thing, defend your base. None of you thought you were free of the demons. In fact, a small demon is wandering nearby and has noticed your camp. Oh my. Your group must prepare to defend themselves as best you can and be ready to fight your aggressors hand to hand with your rough clubs. Defend your base. All right, nobody panic. Actually, not a big deal. You get plenty of warning. Let's pause this really quick. You'll notice on the right-hand side, attack imminent. You can get your people ready now if you want to and equip them. All you have to do is click on the character portrait. If you have equipment that you can assign to one of these slots, you have 3 of them: weapon, armor, and equipment. Equipment can be things like backpacks, carrying bags, and stuff like that. Just click on it and click your weapon. Glitch, click on it, click your weapon. Tigrum, click on it, click your weapon. If you do not get ready before the demons get here, it is, again, not a big deal. Game is very forgiving. It'll warn you once again, and then we'll get a pop-up right before the attack, allowing us to make any changes to the equipment that we want to. I think most of it is so that you can get your survivors together if you want them all to attack as a group. Here's your defense preparation, your choices again. It's going to show us the demon. I'm going to pause him. So this is standard RTS fare. You can either drag and select them, or you can just hit Q and select everybody and then right click on the demon. You notice that my icon turns to a sword, and there you go. We move through the forest to meet them. Tigrum is the first one out there. Let's see how he does. He immediately lays into the demon, but the demon scores a good hit, and here comes that what? Ew, Glitch absolutely stomped him, or it looked like. So apparently Glitch didn't hit him, because the only people that get experience in a fight, I don't really agree with this, but the only people that get experience are people that hit the demon, and they get experience relative to how much damage they do to it. So only Tigrum got there, Glitch got there and missed. All right, so scavenging, learning that you can fight back successfully against demons has raised your spirits a bit, but it's been a while since their appearance, and no military effort to rescue survivors has yet materialized. Scavenge a nearby location. All right, actually, we are going to wait just a minute. I'm going to speed this up a little bit. I want to see if our food and our water is stable. Oh yeah, it definitely looks stable. Look how much it's going up with Glitch cooking. All right, so we don't have to worry about food. That is one of the major things. It is really like if you get down to 20 or 10 food and you don't have enough farms in place to support your number of colonists, then you're not going to get a farm built and anything pulled from it and cooked in time. So it is easily one of the worst things that can take your colony out. So these are basically points of interest, POIs. You can click on them. They'll tell you what kind of enemies are there and what kind of loot is there, and you can pick that based off of it. So wood and scrap, wood, stone and food, or wood and food. Actually, what are we looking like? We have plenty of stone. Let's go for that one right there. So we are going to create a task force. A task force are collections. Once you create them, they're static. They're collections of survivors that you basically send out. So Tigrum and Glitch are our two combat-oriented characters. Gamer Drew is not specifically bad at combat. He's got a -20, but he's good at other stuff. I have him kind of as the stay at the camp guy for the moment. So let's go on and approve him. So we can manage this group once we get it, change members, we can customize it. You can pick out some different icons. So we are going to call y'all, let me think about this for a minute. All right, well, it wouldn't let me put my stuff in, but what I wanted, I'm not going to tell y'all what I wanted, but we got Eagle Eyes. How about that? We'll do Eagle Eyes for you guys. And yeah, now that we have an actual task force, we can just select the farm, right-click on it, and then hit scavenge, go on and unpause it. They move to the location, and the location pops up. Now, this map is the same size as the map that all the maps are the same size. It's the same as the map that you started on. Again, but the change here is that there is a fog of war, and we need to actually go out and explore and find the demon and kill it to get our rewards, or demons. There are two types of basic, I guess, how would you say, there's one of our minor demons quests that you can do, I guess. One of them is this, where you simply go out and beat demons up and get resources. And there is another one where you can go out and rescue people. Tigrum, can you come help Glitch, please, man? Thank you very much, man. All right, so Tigrum with 10 experience, Glitch with 1. We get 3 sulfur, 14 wood, and 14 vegetables, which is actually a pretty good haul. Yes, I do want to return to base, which immediately triggers our rescue. So supplies are important, but you should also consider adding more survivors to your group. More working hands and more fighters will increase your chance of survival. Don't forget that a larger group will have more mouths to feed. Make sure that you produce enough food and water. Yep, like I said, really, really important. Somebody nearby is being chased by enemy creatures. Send a team to assist them. They may be willing to join you. That's fine. Let's go on and get everybody back to base before we do that, however. Go on and let them stop and return, and then we're going to immediately send them back out, right-click and do the rescue, and we're going to have to let them rest after this. All right, even on 4x speed, that took a minute. So this is the same thing as the other mission, except this time you're looking for a survivor that has been bound in a cage. You're going to have to unlock it while basically demons come and try to eat your face off. So, yeah. And there it is right there. Let's go up. There's a demon. You know what? Let's go on and get him out of the way. Come on, Glitch. Oh, Glitch missed again, man. I think it connected that time, though. Glitch might actually get some experience out of this one. All right, so I don't see anything else. Let's come on over here. I'm going to send Glitch to save. And then I'm going to send Tigrum right here to do some guarding. All right, so basically the rescue mission starts. You start doing this little countdown right here, and then demons come if there are any on the map. As you can see, there is already one. We'll send Tigrum out to get it. All of the demons on the map would have attacked at this point. So any demons that you can take out prior to rescuing it, in fact, even if you can take out all of them, then that really is your best choice. All right, let's put Tigrum back down here. And there we go. And we can then queue to select everybody and then just go retreat. So you can retreat on a map at any time, but be aware that it's not a guaranteed retreat. All retreat means is GTFO. That's all it means, is get off the map and exit. It's usually just an easy way to exit the map once you've like rescued somebody or looted. You'll also get the option later on for auto battles. So you don't have to go through the tedious stuff every single time. So Glitch did get experience. Tigrum with 10. And we picked up Bobby, got 3 sulfur, and killed 2 demons. Now, here's the thing about the way survivors work. Again, this is random, but now, if you want to re-roll it, it costs you resources, and the shit ain't cheap. 20 scrap. Scrap, like any of the resources, is hard to come by, but 20 scrap is a lot to re-roll, and it increases after the first roll, but then resets with every survivor. What do we got? We got SWAT, armor and cover efficiency. They're an alien abductee, and they are perceptive. You know what? We'll take that. We don't have any stuff to... we can customize here, by the way. Change the stuff, use our own portrait if we wanted to. So this is going to be another one of our Patriot members. This is Don Cooper. Welcome in, Don. Nice to see you today. And confirm, man. SWAT Team Don. Build an occult library and research demon origins. There we go. All right, so go on and right-click, send these guys back. Even at 4x speed, this is going to take a minute to get back. It's like day 2, probably be late night day 2 when we get back. But the nice thing is we can get back. Everybody can do a little bit of sleep. We're probably going to want to build another bed. All right, we are back. We have our 4th survivor. Let's go on and take a look at priorities. Research. So again, don't get into the trap of putting your research up there early. It's not really a good thing. So everybody needs to be on farming. You can help with crafting and building. We got water handled, I think. So you don't have any negatives. You're doing... So let's put you on stone first because Tigrum's doing stone and he has a negative. And then we'll just follow it up with... Actually, put you on searching first. And we can start out by saying collect scraps. All right, so I'm going to let this run until the next day. Let everybody kind of settle in. Let's make sure our food is stable and that we don't have to build another. Actually, what is our inventory looking like? 24? What do I need for the big one? 30? Yeah. All right, so let's let this run till tomorrow. We might have enough to go on and make another cabin. Let's do our research, though. So we're going to want woodworking. It unlocks the training area, but most importantly, it unlocks the sawmill, which lets us start doing boards. It also unlocks quarterstaffs, which are better weapons. So and I don't think we've got anything else. I would like to do patchwork. Those are reinforced outfits. They're basically your first armor, but they require a lot of scrap. That's why we started doing Don Cooper out here scrapping. So let me run this until the next day, and let's just see where we're at. All right, it's 6 a.m. We're looking pretty good. Our food looks stable. We have plenty of other stuff. We have 41 wood. Let's go on and build another cabin. Kind of need to leave room for those guys to move, so let's put it right there. And then we're going to put another bed. Well, I don't have wool yet. I keep forgetting that. We do need to get a sawmill out. That's more wood. We actually probably need to pause on stone for a little bit. Actually change those priorities. I think it's Tigrum who's working on stone. So let's go on. And again, farming needs to be like up there for everybody. Tigrum's the only one not building because he's got such a negative on it. We're just going to keep him on resource gathering. But let's build up our wood, let this get done, and then we'll go out and do a couple of expeditions. We got 30% on our awareness over here. Water is running out. Yes, it is. I just noticed that. So let's take a look at our priorities. I mean, the easiest solution would be to get glitch over there. However, let's just move water up for everybody but glitch. I really want glitch on that 90% tending to farms. All right, so again, let's let this run for a minute. Let everybody get some water and just make sure that we aren't gonna like die really quick. And then we'll go out and do a POI. All right, that looks pretty stable to me. I think we're good. Let's see here. We got food and stone. We actually have plenty of stone, wood and scrap, water. I think I'd rather do food. All right, let's head over there. Eagle Eyes are on their way out. So, if we want to do an auto resolve, we can do that now. I already know that you guys are going to beat these two demons. It's nothing but like a fire imp and a minor demon. You've beat them before. Retreat health is at 15%. You can change this so that if you're losing, they retreat at a higher health. We're just going to go on and auto-resolve that. Look at that. Perfect. +2 experience for glitch, +7 for Tigrum, 3 sulfur, 14 vegetables, and 14 scraps. I absolutely want them to return to base. And then let's grab let's do these two POIs and just clear out what's in our immediate vicinity. Oh, and we have a level up. Who is this? This is Glitch. Let's do a fast healing. I think since he's going to be in combat, I really do want to kind of get marksmanship. But since he's going to be in combat all the time, then yeah, he absolutely needs to be there. So let's select them. Go on and search this one. Still says that we're running out of water, but I'm noticing that it's holding steady. So it's really just complaining that we're low. Another 2 demons. Let's just go on and auto-resolve that. Took a little bit more damage this time. +1 experience for glitch, +9 for Tigrum. That's 2 sulfur, 12 wood, and 12 scrap. Not bad. We'll go on and return to base because we are going to run past the base on our way to grab this other one. So we'll go on and I'll let that go there. And then we'll go on and head over here. And then we'll head back and let these guys get some rest because I know that these guys are tired after all this time. What are these? Oh, these are just imps. Go on and auto-resolve that. That's not a big deal. Die! All right, so +2, +8, 2 sulfur, 5, and 11 veggies. Oh, all right, so that is definitely enough of that. Let's go on back to our base view. Well, I think we're doing pretty good, man. So I think that'll be... Oh, look at that. Assistance needed right in the middle of me saying that we were going to be right back. So, yeah, we're going to be right back. I appreciate you guys tuning in, man. That's a great start for episode 1. We've got our colony established. We've got 1 additional survivor. We are probably not going to help this person, unfortunately, because we've got 4 survivors. We have 3 farms, and we're already getting water alerts, which are probably going to go away. but I don't think that we can support a 5th person without probably another farm, maybe 2 farms. But either way, I appreciate you guys tuning in, hanging out, spending some time with the community. Thank you to my Patreon members. You guys are always near and dear to my heart. You know how it works. If you like what you see, if you like what you saw, just hit that big red subscribe button. I will see you back next time. Episode 2 of Judgment: Apocalypse Survival.